Hello, welcome to another episode of Black Ice 73. Let me try this again. People, man, in West Point Lake, Mississippi, there are two white parents who went to the principal and they went to the superintendent and told them, said, hey, the guidance council miscalculated some stuff, man. Because the two black kids y'all chose to be valedictorian and salutatorian, I think I said that wrong. They shouldn't be. Our two, our two children are the smartest kids in the school, not them two black kids. Once again, it happened in West Point Lake, Mississippi. You know, Mississippi got a history of being racist. But I'm not saying these two white parents are racist. I think these two white parents are going hard for their children. Fucking look great on their application when they put them in college. So I'm not saying they're racist or anything. But I would say it's unfair to them two black students to have to they share they co-valedictorian, co the other one too. so well, yeah, they co. This is my first time ever hearing that the top two students had to share their top two ranking with somebody else because their parents weren't complaining. And the superintendent, he co-wrote this shit. He like, hey, the guidance counselor, she added some things in that should not been added, but she added these things in. So I tell you what, we're gonna have a black valedictorian and a white valedictorian. Hey, this is segregated school. It might know. I know it's not on record. It's not a segregated school, but it's a segregated school. It's like when that school in Georgia were having two separate proms, one for black people and one for white students. They had two separate proms. Like I think they recently changed it in the last 5 or 10 years where the children can have the prom together. Only because the children demanded they have proms together with their fellow students. They're like, man, this shit is old. Why the hell we having separate prom from each other and now let's go to school together? Another case of it. Not the prom, but valedictorian. The parents, how in the hell the parents know it was a miscalculation? They not in there with the grades and their child could be in vocational instead of being in college prep or AP. AP gonna get the highest either way it go. Around the country, it should. Your child AP, and they had two of the best grades in school, and AP on another level. AP is one of them. AP is the children that, okay, you smart. But vocational students are students that, you know, they can go to college, but they weren't smart enough to pass the AP test. And that what it looked like a case of. The children were taking easy classes and, you know, they didn't deserve the right. Until the parents went up there and said, damn it, it was a calculation error. Them people, but my children should be the top two. The two parents got together. They got together and like, hey, our children are smarter than our children. But the thing is, I want to know, how did the parents know? How did the parents get their calculation? Yeah, your child, like I said earlier, your child can make honor rolls and principal lists all through the school year and vocational. But if they ain't making that stuff in AP or college prep, man, go on somewhere with that junk. Actually, when I graduated from high school, this debate came up because it was a young lady, you know, she wasn't taking AP classes or college prep classes, but she had good grades. So she went and challenged them and said, "Hey, my grades are great. As you can see, we're gonna go by calculation. I have the top 2 grades in the school, well, in the graduation class. But the difference was she was taking vocational classes. She wasn't in college prep, and I was good when I was going to school for college prep. It wasn't AP, but it's the same thing. College prep is AP is the same thing, prepping you for college. They just kept it simple in my school, college prep. So she wasn't taking AP classes or college prep classes. And they told her, they broke it down to her. They said, the work you are doing, it's the same as the children that taking college prep classes, but college prep classes like on steroids. They get more detail. They don't have the multiple choices question to answer. Like, don't have the multiple choice question to answer. Is it? It's just because you're in them classes, they automatically outrank you. It's just like blue collar workers and white collar workers. The first people they want to have a conversation with is the white collar workers, because they think the white collar workers, because they're in the white collar, they education or their knowledge on something is better. But at the same time, the blue collar workers' knowledge is better than the white collar workers when it comes to their education or their knowledge on this thing. But society look at white collar workers as elite and blue collar workers as basic. So that's the same thing with vocational classes and college prep or AP classes. They look down on you just to be straight up with you. You're not in college prep or AP, they look down on you. They say, "Oh, you're doing good in school," but over here in the AP class or college prep classes, oh, you're doing awesome. You're doing excellent in school. Don't get me wrong. The young lady in the school who had great grades in vocational classes, she also attended college, and she finished college. So the only thing is this valedictorian stuff. It's just it really nothing besides in that school. Like I said, it might look good on the application and stuff. Like, yeah, like, okay, she can the children can get accepted in classes. I mean, schools like Ivy League school, because they see like, oh, it's one of the top 1% of the classes. So they, might get like I said, Ivy League school, or get one of the highest, one of them major colleges in their state. They might, Mississippi State like that, might look at their college prep and valedictorian before they look at vocational and all A's. So yeah, it's a status symbol. That's it. But the status symbol don't mean nothing besides you got good grade. Other than that, the next year you're gonna be replaced. You can say, yeah, I was valedictorian in 2020, but they probably like, I just won it in 2021. So you just don't want them people who were smart last year. None of them smart person this year. So it don't mean that. To me, it don't mean that. But to them parents and to the student, it means something. But as they get in the real world and they go to college or whatever they're gonna do, they're gonna realize like this don't mean that. If people in this school who didn't get valedictorian in this college is smarter than me, they're gonna need help for them knowing people who in vocational. They're gonna need help from them people who didn't make valedictorian in the top 10 of their classes. When you get to that job market, you're gonna realize that don't get grades, don't make it get you in the door, but it won't keep you in the door. I don't care what they said. They tell you to go to college. Me, I'm not wealthy. I'm in the lower middle class. I'm in the lower middle class. And I know a bunch of people who went to college. Oh wait, I make more than them. I make more money than them, the ones who went to college. I went to the military. But you know how they said, military, the people who couldn't get in college. Most of the time, it wasn't that you couldn't get in college. You just didn't have the means or the funds to get in college. You can go to the military and as soon as you get out of basic, you can start college as long as you ain't not getting stationed overseas. But now with the children now, or young adults now, the ones get stationed overseas or something like that, they still can take college classes online at the time. As you can see, the snow in my face, it wasn't on doing online classes. Like, you better hope that, you get stationed on stateside for 4 years and that you can go ahead and continue on in your classes, or you just continue your classes after you come back of your cruise, or also in the Navy, it's the cruise. Like you're taking a Mediterranean cruise or you're taking a Pacific cruise. But with me saying all this stuff, now, or even through college, you'll see like all these good grades, yes. But at the same time, when you're getting that done, job market, you have to compete against other people. A lot of time, experience is better than. A lot of time, people be hesitant hiring people straight out of college. They be like, "No, you ain't got that experience that we looking for." But the people out of college be like, "How can I get that experience? Nobody ain't hiring like that." I'm doing a video. That's my daughter. And be like, people, and people who got technical skill, sometimes they can ease into them doing jobs that the college people apply for because they got their hands on in them technical school. Why I'm saying all this stuff? The little valedictorian and all them high grades in high school, only thing, it don't mean nothing in the job market. Don't. And then for that one day, they get caught up there to do their speech and stuff like that. A lot of them speeches, but most of all them speeches, just being read off a piece of paper and everybody forget it. Except this year, my baby daughter, she graduated high school. And the little girl who was second in that class, she got there and spoke. I almost gave that girl a standing ovation. And she was saying like, this high school stuff, it don't mean nothing. she said, I would like to tell y'all that y'all gonna have a successful career and y'all gonna do great. She's like, I don't know what y'all gonna do. Said, I can't tell y'all gonna have good grades. I mean, y'all gonna go to college, y'all gonna go to the military, y'all gonna be successful in your life. I don't know. She said the whole school system need to be reformed. I'm gonna give that girl a standing ovation. But since I'm not one of them people that, I don't like attention coming to me. But I clap hard though. I was like, I'm telling you, I was clapping. I said, man, look at that girl. And people need to hear stuff like that. But that speech that they making uh, when you win that award, valedictorian, like, I like to thank the superintendent. I like to thank the teacher, the faculty. I like to thank my parents. I like to thank, come on, people. Don't thank the superintendent. The superintendent ain't got nothing to do with it. They ain't helped you out at all. The principal ain't helped you at all. You thank the teacher, you know, but the teacher just giving you the information. You need to go home and doing, read and comprehend what you're doing. You need to be thanking yourself. I'm telling you, little silly person like myself, I should have did better in school. I should have. But if I had that opportunity to get up there and speak, I like to thank myself for doing my work. And I like to thank myself for doing my homework. And I did all this all because of me. I ain't getting no help from y'all. Teacher didn't help me. Superintendent didn't help me. Goddamn, the principal, he used to run me out the hallway. He ain't help me. He don't even know my name. Or she don't know my name. So how's she gonna help? I'm just another face in that damn building. That's all. We just faces in that building. The only reason they want us or want your children in school, because your children is worth about $55,000 to $60,000 a year. That's the only reason. That's why they call you. That's why they like, hey, that's why they made that law saying if your child under 16 and they're not going to school, there's a chance you're gonna have to do community service and all that stuff. That's why they threaten you. That's why they threaten the parents. Because they want the parents to make sure their children get to school so they can get the $55,000 to $60,000 off them children who been enrolled in school. When they call your name, like, okay, for example, hey, William, is Willis here? Is Johnson here? They be like, ching, 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 ching. That's all you hear. You work at normal. The more people get in that school, or more people come to school, there's more grants and all kind of money can come into that school. The child is a number. That's a number. But the sad part is, you got to go to school. But there's my damn dog at the door. He ain't knocking on the door. He bumping against the door. Want to come in. Earlier, my daughter knocking on the door. I don't know what she wants. She told me she about to take a nap. She's the one knocking on my door. Yeah. She want to get a job. My daughter been like crazy. She's like, Dad, I want to get a job. I want to get a job. And I keep telling her, I said, you don't need to get no job right now. I said, in August, you better go to college. I said, you better enjoy this free time. I said, if you need some, I provide for you. Just tell me. I might be a little grumpy when she tell me, like, oh, God, shoot, man, what? Then I just take you to the... But I still do it for her. So I'll be telling her, hey, chill out, man. You want to get a job so bad, get a job when you get in college. But right now, just relax your mind. Cause you just came off of like 13 years in school, 14 years in school. You count pre-K. She just did 14 years in school, count pre-K and kindergarten. So I said, take a rest. Give yourself time to meditate or relax your mind. For once you get back into it in August, you can go in there in a stress-free environment. And the only thing you have to concentrate on your work. That's it. Children think working is just so liberating. Oh, I got this money. I got that money. Yeah, go ahead and enjoy that money. When you get out of college, you don't have no family. You know, your own family. And you can save. I told my daughter, I said, Once you finish college, and she want to be a psychologist, so she got to go to medical school and all that good stuff. I told her, I said, you have a place to stay right here. To my, but daddy, I'd be close to going on 30. I said, I don't care. I said, there's a lot of culture how their children stand with them until they'll save enough money to get a wedding, buy a house, buy cars. I said, most of the time, only black people be are the ones, black people in America, who got ties or just great in America. No, you got black people that come from other countries and they raise their children with the values of their country. So they like, oh, you ain't got to go, just stay here, get your stuff. And a lot of them leave at the house very successful, ready for the world. So I was telling my daughter, I said, man, but she said, daddy, it might be like 30. I said, I don't care. I said, long as I make this mortgage payment, I said, your bedroom is your bedroom. I said, go to school. Go to law school. I mean, not law school. Go to college. Go to medical school. Cause she also, her plan is, she want to go to college. Then after that, she want to join the military. Go to the Navy Academy. Be an officer for a little while. Then, as she in the Navy Academy, had the military to pay for her, I think her medical school and all that kind of stuff too. Because she want to be a forensic scientist. Forensic psychologist. I'm sorry. So, she got her little jump planned out. I'm backing her, but I tell you, I don't care you're 30. Go ahead, go to college. Come on back home. Get your jump right. Yeah. But I know I went off topic a little bit. But sometimes you got to say the thing that comes to your mind. But Mississippi parents whose children go to West Point Lake High School, it's not that important to people. It's not that important. And the superintendent should have told them, or the principal should have told them, it's not that important. Go, get away. Man. Your children gonna be all right. Is your children smart? They don't need them a label to have them going through life like when you get like 20 something, like, yes, I was a valedictorian. I'm like, so? What you doing now? What you doing now? We don't care what you were doing in high school. You're a grown ass person now. Get what you did. Like I be saying I should have did better in school. Yeah, I should have. But I'm a grown ass person now. I can't reflect on what I did or what I didn't do in high school. I can't go back and say, I should have did better. My life would be better. No, my life could have been worse. My life could have been worse. I don't have no regrets. No more. I did at one point. When I was working at the damn chicken plant, I like, what the hell I'm doing with myself? But it was still making my child support payment. I wasn't going hungry. And I was still hungry for increasing my wealth. Even though I ain't got no wealth, but I was still hungry for it. I still wanted to do better. I wanted to get a better job. Making sure my daughters didn't have to struggle like I had struggled. But when my older daughter, she was going to college, no. It's like, Daddy chose to college, I'm going to. So I wouldn't have got me on doing a part-time job. I was working 7 days a week. Because I know it's a pride thing, but ain't nothing hurt me more when your child, from my previous, from my childhood, I go in there and ask my mom or something. I ain't got no money. Call your daddy. I call my daddy. Oh, son, I ain't got nothing right now. That jump hurts a child. As a child, you get hurt. So I ain't want my children to be that way. I ain't want them to be like, Dad, I need this. I'm like, hold on. Let me transfer the money to you. You know what I'm saying? I hate that word. I hate saying the phrase. You know what I'm saying? You know what I said. But I didn't want my children to be that way. I didn't want them to be like, oh, Daddy, I need this. I'm like, oh, man, I'm messed up right now. You know, can't get to you. No, I ain't want that. I want them to be like, get this. We working on that. I'm call my daddy. He got it. You know, that's how it's supposed to be. And that's how I am. You know. But thank you for watching the video. Mississippi. West Point Lake High School. Should have told that them two parents, get the hell on. Like Andre 3000 said that one of his sons, get the hell on. I still not tell you to get the hell on. No, you should have did. You should have said, get the hell on, man. We all made our decision. Your child be gone in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna forget their name. I don't care. I don't care about your children. Let me be honest with you. That's what they should have did. But now they had to pander to them damn people and then make their children. And they're doing what they call it, anticipation trophy. I'd be so disappointed that I'm knowing that I'm getting an anticipation trophy because my parents wanted to complain. Freaking, oh, valedictorian. I know, dog. I seen the story in the paper. You wasn't valedictorian. Your mom and your dad don't want to complain about you not getting the valedictorian, so they made you co-valedictorian. You got the participation trophy. You got the little trophy. Like, oh, look at my trophy. It's that small. The other person got the trophy out of sight. Yeah. I'm telling you, that should have hurt that child. Just like, you know how what her name? What her name was? Aunt Becky in Full House. You know, just like her children were disappointed, like, man, I didn't know my mom done did that jump to get them in UCLA or UCS, USC or whatever it was. Like, them children, they should be hurt. Like, damn, you had to do all that just for me to get into school? I really wasn't smart enough. Should have let that jump ride. Nope. But you had to, you know, I guess do it for the gram. Take a picture of, yeah, my daughter or my son, they just got awarded valedictorian. Until they see the same article I seen, like, holy shit. You went there and complained about that job? Oh, man. But y'all got a participation trophy. Got a participation trophy. That ain't good. They ain't good for the damn the booster confidence. I know my confidence like, Hey, but thank you for watching the video. You haven't subscribed. If you get to this part right here and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Hit the share button. Tell somebody. Word of mouth. I don't care. They get this thing jumping. I ain't doing it for money. I'm doing it because I got time for making money. Yeah. Thank you for watching the video. Hope you have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Come on up, dang.